let us welcome lookintoad as they play Mega Man 4.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mega Man 4. Mega Man's pretty popular, so you might already be familiar with it. For those of you that haven't played it, there's essentially 8 bosses. It's like a big rock, paper, scissors. You get a power when you defeat the boss after going through their stage, and they're all weak to each other's powers. In the speedrun, we're going to use all the different weapons and items and inventive ways to go fast. This is Mega Man 4. Most people are super familiar with and love Mega Man 2 and 3. This game came out in 1991, same year as Super Mario World. So by Mega Man 4, 5, and 6, like Super Nintendo stuff was already happening. So this one's kind of more like, if you played it growing up, you probably love it. I love it. That's what happened to me. It was my first speed game too. I've been working on it for a few years now. Currently 24 seconds away from world record. I'm got, my splits are goofy. I don't even know my PB. 37.22, and world record is 36.58 by Chelney. So I've been on that grind for a little bit, and yeah, I love this game. So you're probably gonna hear me chatting about it a lot. If anyone needs to interrupt me for any reason, just do it. Just have no courtesy. Just interrupt me, because I'll probably just keep talking. But I'll try to create opportunities for donations and stuff like that. But yes, hello everybody. So let's get cooking. I'm gonna get to the title screen and count down. So yeah, I had seen. So we're just gonna roll with good old Mega Man. So all right, I'm gonna count down from 3 and then go. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so there's 2 major routes for this game. There's Pharaoh First or Bright First. Pharaoh First is faster by about 6 seconds, but both routes are equally viable routes to get a very good time in this game. I personally just like doing Pharaoh First more. It is arguably got one of the busiest screens in the game, which we're seeing right here. But it's really fun. You come here actually and whoop. Okay, good. If I had fallen in that pit, we would have missed Balloon, or I would have had a game over to go back and get Balloon, but you didn't. The powers that be decided to be nice. Really messy first 2 screens, but that's cool. In it, Balloon. That's what that B is. So we're coming to this stage first to collect the Balloon and get Pharaoh Man's weapon. To save some time in Bright Man's stage, both in the boss fight and with some movement using the balloon. It's pretty tricky, pretty dangerous, but super fun, and I hope it goes well. The chance of dying while doing the balloon strats in Bright is actually fairly high, so I'm not going to be super sad if I do. I'm just going to try to retake it or do the safe strat. Yeah, this stage isn't too bad. Pretty straightforward. It's got a lot going on in terms of, I don't know, like mashing compared to the rest of the game. If you're a Mega Man speedrun fan, you might know from like watching some of the earlier Mega Mans, just take the boost here, that there's a ton of zips, like in Mega Man 1 and 2 in particular. You're just stucking yourself into walls and the game doesn't know what to do, so it just shoots you out. We only have one little baby zip in this game, which we'll see in Skullman, but for most of the game, it's all movement based, so that's what we're gonna be seeing. Just some good old Mega Man. So Pharaoh is a jumpy boy. He likes to bounce around and cause trouble. It's his favorite. If you're close to him, though, he's a lot more likely to stand there and shoot those full charge shots you like to see. That was a rather chaotic fight for Pharaoh. He's just all kinds of bonkers.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is also a very unique Mega Man in the sense that it promotes a new villain, Dr. Cossack, I believe?
Yes, that's actually a very good point, and I can't believe I failed to mention, but this is actually the first Mega Man game in the series, it's the 4th, but it was the first one where Wily was not the final boss, which is actually really good. I think it would have set a pretty goofy precedent if he was literally the boss in every single Mega Man game. But he's not in this. We get a refreshing new face, Dr. Cossack, whose daughter oops, never mind. You'll find out later.
Whose daughter is the true final boss.
Boss, yes, exactly. That's where I was going, but I had the restraint to not spoil. Good for me. No. But yes, so now we're in Brightman stage and we're coming up on the balloon screen, which is is like the big difference between doing the two, in my opinion. You get this juicy action here, so we're gonna go for it. Woo! Let's do it. It's exhilarating. Because you don't have a lot of platform space on these balloons to get nice long slides, so you have to really look and practice and get a feel for your movement in that room. And thankfully we made it. It was just fine. Which, it can go wrong very quickly in a bunch of ways, and you have to improvise, or you just die, because there's spikes everywhere. But we made it. So now we're switching to Pharaoh, so this is not Brightman's weakness. He is actually weak to Toad. However, a fully charged Pharaoh shot, because you can charge this weapon, does 3 damage to him, which is actually the same as a fully charged Buster shot. So, using a cool little glitch we're going to do, where I bonk him with my overhead orb and then fire another fully charged orb, it's basically like doubling up on charged Buster shots. Which, as you can imagine, is faster than the Buster fight. Something I'm doing too is I did a little baby health manipulation. I snuck in there just one little tiny baby shot that displaces his health value, so he'll never hit 16, 8, or 4, which is when he'll freeze you. By the way, amazing life-saving tip for anyone who enjoys playing this game. If you're just playing it normally, casually, and you're using Toadman on Bright, do yourself a huge favor, shoot him with just 1 lemon. 1 lemon before you switch to Toad. That'll offset it, so he'll never hit the values where he'll freeze you, and it makes that fight so much more bearable. The developers really set you up for a hard time using the weakness against him, so... and now we're heading into Ringman stage, where I need to switch to Balloon. There we go. And this is where the routes just sync up, and they're basically the same from here. It's fun watching a Mega Man 4 race where you have the 2 different routes going on, because usually, like, if all goes well... Ooh, we're getting fired at. All goes well, you'll see him sync up in Ringman just fine. Or with Pharaoh pulling slightly ahead. Bit of goofiness in that vertical, but we're fine. This is actually a very tightly routed stage when it comes to health and ammo. So, we're gonna have to just hope maybe for a lucky health drop. So we had some goofs in that vertical. But right away, you see me, that hippo, I'm gonna skip through him, jump through. There's like 4 mini-bosses in this stage, and thankfully we have quick ways to dispatch of all of them. I'm actually gonna baby this right here instead of taking damage, because we took some good damage earlier. Here's another hippo, but we can call him a skippo. Because bye-bye. No fight for you. Thankfully, this weapon does insane damage to Ringman, so even though you get to him with, like, fairly low health and ammo, although that won't be the case for us, because we just picked up a nice chunk of health. Even though you get there with really low ammo, it's just enough to take him out if you played your shots right. It's good. And we have a ton of health. I'm gonna try to go for a fun deboost strat that you normally do not have enough health to do, but I have enough health, so... Let's do it. Let's go, Ringman. Oh, I missed. That's not good. Oh, I have to recharge here, save a little time. Yikes. Pretty whack fight. I had to do a trick where you pause it and unpause it to regenerate that overhead charge. It's faster to do that than switching to Buster. So, all in all, stage, not super clean fight, but that's a pretty tough stage, so I'm glad we made it through. But speaking of tough stages, we have Dust coming up next, and this is like just a very mean stage. There's some stages in this game where it's just, you can lose a ton of time by making lots of little mistakes throughout the stage because it's got very precise movement and setups. Or you can just die, which is what happens in this stage. Like, if you mess up stuff in this stage, you just die. Switching to Pharaoh to do these slide shots that are pretty tricky. I'm aiming down and doing a slide and a shot at the same time to hit them as they're coming out of the pit. Gonna do a little slide cancel here to see if we can set up some safety. We went for the cancel, but we did not get the safety. he can jump either big or small, and if you slide cancel in the right place and continue your movement, it's just enough to set you under where you need to be. That is the infamous red block room, or the lag room. Excuse me, cinematic slowdown room. The Nintendo is very graciously equipped to feature cinematic slowdown whenever there's too much stuff happening on the screen. It's actually pretty cool. You get a good bang for your buck in terms of cinematic experience when you just can't tell what's happening because there's too many things. Made it through the cool little Indiana Jones slide there with the blocks. Can be a stressful room, but made it through okay. And now we're take a little de-boost, and hopefully get under this guy with some good movement if he jumps small too. Yeah, nice. Our chain sliding was good enough, we made it under just fine. We're into dust. So, I have a good joke about dust. Some of you who've watched me before might know about this joke. Probably nodding your heads already, like, yes, here it goes. Very good joke. Some people have told me it's life-changing, actually. It's actually pretty heady, pretty cerebral, so don't feel bad if you don't get it. And, like I said, you must credit me. I came up with this joke. No one's ever done it before me. But Dustman sucks. Do you get it? Because he's like a vacuum person and we hate him. And he's also... That's the play on words there. Can you believe no one's ever made that joke before me? No one. No one ever thought of it. Please credit me.
So impressive. So impressive.
There it is, thank you. I know, thank you. These are the bits, folks. This is... We got them. In case you can't tell, I'm being very sarcastic. I think everyone's made that joke at some point. I just like the lead up and the build up. Like, people are expecting something really good. So here's our zip. Boop. Just suck ourselves right through the wall with some iframes. Getting around what the developers tried to do. They were like, fine, you know what? Players, if you're gonna put yourself in a wall, we're just gonna kill you. We're just gonna make Mega Man blow up if he finds himself inside of a wall. And we said, well, how about if we have iframes? And the game said, dang it, well, fine, I guess we'll just spit you out. and that's what we do. That's the only opportunity, really, for a fast zip. There's, like, 2 optional zips you can do that are, like slower. But they're pretty swag, so some runners like to do them in marathons. I personally don't do them. But that's the only one we get, the cute little baby zip right through the wall. So now we're pulling out one of the big boys in this game, the Flash Stopper. Purple Mega Man is here to just cause havoc. So, for those of you that have played this before, you might be familiar with the Flash Stopper. It's actually really handy, as it is, over Mega Man 2's freezing weapon. It only uses a little bit of ammo to freeze the screen, and you can still fire your buster. And it changes the damage of enemies, like vulnerability of enemies, so that way they can be damaged by it, like those guys you can just take out. However, hold on, here's Skull. We're gonna waste a little bit of time. Look at that, he just stares at you if you don't press anything, it's funny. Alright, now we're gonna fight him. But Flash Stopper has an amazing and insane glitch, where while you are sliding, the timer for it to unfreeze does not go down at all. Normally it'll unfreeze after 5 seconds, but during slides, for some reason, it just will not go down. So as you can imagine, we take advantage of this. With good movement, you can just completely nerf entire screens because everything is frozen if you just slide and shoot good. Which we're hopefully going to do in here. We're going to switch to Brett right away and go. Fun treats. I am very slow at mashing these whales, and I use my teeth. I actually literally bring the controller to my mouth and bonk it on my tooth. So you're going to see that in a second. Shoutouts to the tooth mashing shoulders I stand on, Iki and Brizzy. Whoop. But it's fun. So, something you can't do either is jump out of slides underwater in this game, so it's a little sketchy, but we make it work. Here we go. Ah! Got a little goofy, but we're good. It's the first whale that we're gonna chomp. Nom nom nom. Yum yum yum.
How many actually came in expecting to see whales getting nommed on this stream? Let me tell you. This marathon has it all!
Yes. You came for the brilliant Dustman jokes and stayed to watch a guy bang a controller into his face. Like, that's what we're... these are the goofs. It's happening. Here we go. Another one. Alright. It's pretty fast, right? Like, I mean, it works. Like, you saw it. Like, the whale is gone. I did it as like a goof. Like, when I heard about it, I was like, no way. No way. And then I tried it, and it was fast, and faster than what I could do with my thumb. And so I was like, well, I got some tooth mashing now. So that's what happened. As long as you wash your controller, it should be fine. I have an unfortunate story to tell you about the first time I went to GDQ, and Chelney, who's the current world record holder for this game, I was practicing this stage, and I had his controller in my hand, and I wasn't thinking, and I tooth mashed with it. And I remember just looking up at him and going, "I'm really sorry, I just put your controller on my mouth." He was like, "That's fine." But yeah, I don't recommend this. Don't put strange controllers up to your mouth. Unless you want a really good time in Mega Man 4, because that seems to help. So maybe do that if you are trying to get a good time in this game. Anyway, we're out of there. Dive Man's a jerk, but he's in the past. Drill Man time is now. Switching over to our good old Flash Stopper again. It makes this stage pretty breezy. This is a pretty mellow stage in my opinion, compared to some of the other ones. It's Drill who is infamous for being just the worst in a speed context, because he does not care whose run he hurts. He can just dive under the ground for a little over 4 seconds, and he'll just do it randomly. Like, you can't manipulate it, there's nothing you can do. He can either decide to start walking, he can jump, or he can dive. And so he'll always dive right away at the beginning. So you get one dive for sure. And then you just hope for a nice, clean fight. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get some good luck. That would be pretty cool. Also, I'm craning my head because I have chat on my phone right now, and it's like laying down on this table. So like that's me trying to peek and keep up a little bit with what's going on. Whoop. If you have insane, crazy movement, you can make one flash last the entire screen, which is pretty cool. So, whenever they ask for tips, do you get better? You just say use your teeth and nothing else. Yes. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. I thought I'd have something funnier to say about that. You ever have that happen when you're like, I'm gonna start talking, and there's probably a good joke here, and then there isn't. We got a mean dive. So I'm gonna try to pull Drill out in the corner here, because if he starts walking, he will always walk to the other side of the screen. So typically it's good to pull him out in the corner, because he'll if he starts walking, that gives you more screen time to start hitting him. Alright, and boink. Cool. We're out of there. And next up, we're going into Toad Man. Break out any froggies if you got them. So I got froggies. Where are my froggies at? Where are my froggies? Ah, here's some more froggies. There we go. Cool.
As I said in chat, Drill Man was definitely paying attention to the last run with Super Lucky's tail.
Oh really? What did he? He was
because you could burrow in that game, and that's how you like avoided a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He's like, what am I gonna do about this Mega Man? And he just watches that run, and he's like, oh, that's it! I have all these drills! I'm literally made of drills! Why didn't I think of this? Mega Man's like, dang, he's improved. Good for him, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna cruise through Toad Stage. Toad Stage has all kinds of fun ways to mess with your movement with the water and the rain. Like, the water pushes you here, and the rain pushes you while you're in the air. But good old Flash Stopper makes our life much easier. There's a big, mean, annoying snail on this next screen. But if you watch me play, you will never know, because we will skip it with using Flash Stopper. Goodbye.
If you don't mind me jumping in one more time, we just got something to update here for the upcoming bonus game, which is going to be Tunic. One of the incentives, which was the color of the fox, is currently tied between blue for Demi Pride, and gray for Ace Pride. We need a tiebreaker here. Can we get a tiebreaker for the Fox color incentive?
Oh yeah, that good old bid war. That's always what's fun about these events, is these cool little variables. Good to see him. Okay, and we're at 8 robo. Nice. And then, okay, so in a couple stages, there's going to be just like a really good, like juicy donation stage. 3 donations, or it's spoilers, the auto scroller. So, if you want, you're welcome to literally read like that whole like stage. It's just scrolling.
Well, currently we do not have any new donations as of yet. But once again, hyping up that bid war that's currently going on right now. Like I said, the bonus game number 1, Tunic, the Fox color incentive is currently tied between blue and gray. There are plenty of other colors to choose from, including lime green, orange, pink for Pan Pride, pink and blue for Trans Pride, purple for NB Pride, and red for Lesbian Pride. Now, we can either break the tie, depending on who wants to donate, or we could see a new challenger approach.
New challenger. Get in those dollarinos, and shoutouts to like all the crazy money raised for this cause already. People are it's been hype. There's been a good turnout. The runs are good. Like donations are going. The vibes
are absolutely. Considering that we're already over $2,000 on the road to $2,500, which is just amazing every single time when I see one of the Fastest Furs events. It's always amazing, and everybody is doing a fantastic job promoting and just making the dream, come alive. So thank you, everybody who's donating, everybody who's spreading the word. Thank you.
Heck yeah! Big claps. Get that guy in the background and very far back who goes hype. You know what I mean? Very far away guy.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Hype! Like the guy in the way back. Heck yeah. Alright, this is Moth. Thankfully that fight was very good. In practice it went very bad. It's not even that hard. I don't know why it was that bad in practice. But we made it out. Yeah, muffled hype? Yep, exactly. 50 hours to go, let's go! See, that's what's amazing, is like we're already like powerful. And we have like 50 more hours to just power on up. I'm gonna try to power up for this stage, because this is a very hard stage.
Holy cow, is that Dr. Cossack's Kremlin Castle?
Yes. Yep, it's very well themed. I gotta say this about all the scientists and creators in the Mega Man universe, where, by the way, the Mega Man future is just insane. Everything is adorable and cute and set to a theme, and also capable of great violence. That's like every creation in this world, the Mega Man world. And all the creators just have just such a sense of fashion, like, in their creations. Like, I feel like Dr. Cossack was probably like a toy maker or something. And I love in, like, Mega Man, what is it? I think Mega Man 11, actually. Oh, I'm still in Balloon. Why did I pause? That, like, Dr. Wily has a bad dream, and when he comes out of the dream, he's in his, like, Skullman pajamas. And, like...
I like pajamas better. I think that's what he would call... Doctor, you're still in your pajamas. I know. I had a horrible dream.
Yes, it's a comfort thing. Leave me alone. I do my best work when I'm comfortable. And everything looks like skulls.
Yes, Dr. Wily on his off day in his pajamas working on new death robots.
That's probably what he's doing in this game, since he's not in this game at all.
Clearly.
Which is amazing. Good job, Capcom, for your creativity. I'm gonna be a little slow with this fight, but that's okay. We'll get him in the next cycle. And okay, I think this is a 2-2, so this boss has notorious RNG. The best pattern is like there's a 1 in 100 chance that you can even get it, so it's pretty rare. In my current PB, my split for this stage is a gold, where I did get the best luck, and I happened to play very, very good. So unfortunately, it was nice during the run, but to run against, it's like a huge gate for improving the time. But it's a fun stage and went okay. It's kind of the last of the balloons we're gonna see until Cossack 4. I have one balloon left to do one little trick there. So, and here it is, Cossack 3. We get this nice track. It's kind of like you've come a long way, but you still got a ways to go, sort of feeling to it. And it's the donation stage. So if there are any donations, my favorite fake donation to read whenever I'm doing stuff is it's usually from my grandma, and she's like, "Why are you like this?" That's like what the donation says. That's like all it says.
Well, what do you know? Here's one from your grandma right now. No, I'm kidding.
She's consistent. What can I say?
Oh, Grandma, thank you.
Yes.
You're always there with the cookies and the, no,
and the donations and
the donations,
criticism.
Ooh, Grandma, thank you. All right.
Yes.
But right now, I'm not seeing any new donations. But as we said before, our bid war for bonus game 1, that's Tunic, the game Tunic, is currently tied between blue and gray, the color of the fox. Now, if anybody wants to donate to be the tiebreaker, or perhaps donate to another color and make this a little bit more interesting, that's an option too. So remember, !donate in chat. You guys we're helping out a good cause for this run. That being OR, that's the Organization for Autism Research, which has been founded and led by the families of children with autism throughout its 20-year history. They have earned a reputation for excellence from the autism community as well as charity review organizations. They currently hold a 4-star rating from Charity Navigator and a top-rated rating from Great Nonprofits. And for more information, you can please visit them at www.researchautism.org.
So, it's super cool we're doing this. I have autism in my family, and I think that it's really good to see a community come out and create a lot of support for something that really, I think, needs it. I think that we're just finding new ways to look at autism and even define it that is emergent because people really care, and that's fantastic.
Absolutely. Also, just letting you know your grandma approves.
Nice. Yeah, okay, shoutouts to my grandma, by the way. She's actually extremely super. She's like the archetypical grandma. She's sweet. She's like so nice and sweet and like kind and like, I hope you win your game for your thing. I'm like, thanks, Grandma. I'm gonna do good. Like she's like the like, are you winning? Like,
are you winning, Sonny?
Yes, exactly. Shoutouts to Elder Toad. To the both of them, the Elder Toads. It's funny. I'll try to catch up in chat too, by the way. It's hard. I have to like crane my head. Grandma's actually watching tonight? No, she's cheering me on. She knows I'm doing this though. We talked earlier today and she's like, do good in your thing. Thanks, Gram. So here we are, believe it or not, this is the last stage in the game, Cossack 4, because it's Cossack. There's a little bit to do after the fight, so don't hit time or anything. You'll see for yourself, but we're about to face off with the guy himself and see what he has to say about all this mischief he's caused.
Oh heck! Well, right before you get to that, if I got a moment, we just got a tiebreaker from Kelchin Ferret. Hope I got your name right. Saying, "What's this? An opportunity to break a tie? Sign me up. $25. Thank you very much." And I believe that's going to Blue. Demi Pride is now in the lead for the Fox color for Tunic. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Tiebreaking. So, this is Dr. Cossack. He's got a cool little crane catcher. He was like, when Mega Man gets here, I want to make it fun. It's going to be weird and violent, but fun. And that's what he did. But we took him out. We manipulated a cool little slide glitch. But that's the game. We still have... Wait, what? Proto Man? Who's this? Hi! I'll translate. Hi, I'm Kalinka. I'm his daughter. I was actually kidnapped by some joker. This guy... Dr. Wily.
Oh,
my-
crap!
I know. This ding-dong here causing trouble. What a twist. It's the best kept secret since 1991.
Dr. Wily does not get a sub.
No. Nobody give Dr. Wily a sub, I swear. Okay? He's a mean man who kidnaps children, and look at this skull castle, alright? Can you imagine him standing out front in the spring, looking up at this giant skull as his robots surrounding? He's like, yes, this will be very good. It has a front entrance, but why? Who's he inviting over?
Standing out front, watering his clouds.
Yes. Oh, the strange lives they live. So this is, a lot of people call this stage Wily's bathroom. Because so many people say that it just reminds them of a bathroom. The other curious thing about it is that all the enemies are Mets, as you'll see. These little Met tools, as they're named. And you'll never guess what the boss is. You
know, Mega Man's playing it smart. Mega Man is sneaking in through the bathroom. Wily did not anticipate that. He's like, I haven't cleaned it for like months. He's not going in there.
He wouldn't do that.
Oh my gosh, Diffuse Moose, how dare you? What did we just say?
Oh my... Very kind. I guess it does take a big heart to love even your enemies or whatever.
I guess so. If Spider-Man No Way Home taught me anything, sure, why not?
I get all my life lessons from films I enjoy.
There you go.
I agree wholeheartedly now with this decision, I guess. I don't know where I'm going.
Does anybody really know where they're going? We're going to visit Dr. Wily. That's where we're going.
Yep. And this guy, no joke, his actual name is Metal Daddy. And that's who we have to face. The Metal Daddy, as he summons his babies from the sky to come down and squish me. Thankfully, he's being kinda nice right now. Give me another long cycle. He's got a little randomness to him. Thankfully, he was nice. So, goodbye, Med Daddy. Thank you for entertaining me in Wily's bathroom. That's a strange statement. But yeah, I think everyone thinks it's a bathroom because it's very, I feel like it's very clean. There's lots of pipes and there's water. Like, so it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like, it's sanitary and pipey. This is the dog stage because you get to have Rush Jet equipped from near the beginning of the stage. You need him for an obstacle, and then you will need him later for obstacles. And pausing in this game wastes like 3 seconds. It's like a second and a half to get in the menu and a second and a half to get out, not counting the time that you're goofing around in there. So switching off of Rush Jet is just not what we want to be doing. So we're gonna get to hang out with Rush.
You know, Toad, I think a Diffuse Moose has a good strategy. Gifting Wily that sub, now all the bots are on easy mode, it's a great bribe. You know, that's all we really needed to do was just give Wily a free sub, because he's in chat, being like, hey, can I get, it'd be nice if I got a sub, you know, and, you know, then finally he just chills out and lets you go right by.
I was wondering why I was so good at the game suddenly. Thank you, I had no idea I could do that. I just disagree with the video game. I don't bribe it, but I should probably try that. Here we go. Okay, this is fine. Hopefully we get the cool trick. Let's see if we get it. He's got a lob and overhead shot. Oh, we got it! Boom! Cool little back D boost onto Rush. Did I pause too early? No, we're good. Oh, no. Okay, this is fine. Okay, this is fine. So, there's a cool strat I'm gonna do. It's actually slower than what's optimal, but it looks really cool and it's really easy to do. First, I'm going to jump in and use Toad Ran, because it's going to skip his health fill, which saves some time. Then I'm going to pop him with a drill, and that drill actually destroys his hitbox, so I can just enter him and stand here and throw rings until he's gone, which he is now. So, goodbye, Taco Trash. Actually, really easy to do, casually even. All you gotta do is just shoot him in that little green spot where he's weak with one drill, and it just, I think the game treats it like one of those explodable walls that the drills explode. And that's it. Just go. So, super easy fight, but it's actually slower because than just using Toad and his weakness with a good fight, because you have to do that extra menu and all that action. So now we're heading into refights. I'm just going to be collecting ammo and approaching the stage. Do we have any donations or anything?
As of right now, not seeing any new donations. The bid war for the Fox Color Bonus Game 1 Tunic has been tie broken. So, excuse me, that's all good to go. We do have a few more things available incentive-wise. Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise is still going with the starting name character. Currently, Moose is in the lead with $150. Talk to the Frog, free Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, has not been met. That's a $100 goal. Twin Harp Song currently Comeback is in the lead. That's for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. And the character bid war for Rain World, currently sitting at a $50 lead, is Hunter. Also, Kelchin Ferret, thank you for gifting 10 Tier 1 subs. Ooh. Holy cow, you're super generous. Thank you so much.
Snap. Aw, yeah. Amazing. So now we're in refights. We just gotta fight all the jokers again. They're not too bad. Dust is... They basically can just do all the stuff that they did before that is annoying. So we just have to hope they don't. Dust gave me one of his suck patterns. Oh, and Ring is just being all kinds of mean and unpredictable. That's fine. Oh, get up there. The real, like, the real big bad guy is gonna be Drill, as it usually is. So we'll see what Drill feels like doing for us here. And this is not Pharaoh's weakness. His weakness is actually the Flash Stopper, but it's actually very slow, because you can only hurt him, like, one shot at a time, and it just takes forever to kill him using his weakness. So we use Dust, which we're already kind of low on from using it earlier in the game, but we have enough to defeat Skull, so no problem. Oh no, we don't have enough for Skull because I goofed. That's fine. We have enough to take him out with a quick Buster Switch. So now we go into Dive. Hello. So some good tips for Dive, because a lot of people don't even like to use Skull Barrier against him because of how it can be to get hit by him when you're that close to him. Just gotta do little baby jumps, little baby jumps, and get away. Alright, so now we're gonna hit him with an odd number of Skull Shields, because he's got kind of a soft weakness to it, and we're already on it. And that, if you hit him with an odd amount, it'll set up his health so he won't do the freezing, which is, you know, awful. So, and we're out. And last up is our boy Drill. Let us go. So let's see what kind of luck we get. Hopefully he will just walk all the way. Oh, never mind. He just dove. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, just fine. Now on to Wily Machine. So this sound is very pleasant, but no one else thinks it is but me, so I'm sorry if you hate this. A lot of people think it's like nails on chalkboard when you use Ring against him. I apologize. I should probably just talk over it. Alright, and so now we're gonna use Drill, which to me is the actual best sound effect in this game. It's so good. And we're just gonna outrun him with damage we can do, because with these drills, it doesn't even matter if he's hitting me, as long as I'm just consistently blowing up drills on him, I'm gonna outrun him. Cool. And now, we are on to the last stage.
Oh, snap.
Yes. Time to bring it home. Yeah, well, this has been fun, you guys. I actually have, for like the better part of last year, was on a pretty big hiatus, but I've recently, in the past couple months, kind of jumped back in, and it's been a lot of fun. So thanks for having me and letting me be goofy and talk about this game. And
oh man, you've been an absolute joy. I love the banter.
Yeah, it's fun. Thank you for joining me and goofing with me. It's been great.
My absolute pleasure.
All right, so we're
Good luck on this.
Yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. Oh, I was charging. It was fine. Okay. I have very little ammo, but oop, no double hit. Okay, he's done. 38-18. Final time.
Congratulations!
Yes.
Hype in chat!
Indeed, thank you. Decent run. Getting a 38 anything is usually is good, and like honestly, staying like sub 40 in an event is just fine in my opinion. That allows for a lot of mistakes, but this went well, so it was a pretty solid run. It was a good time.
The winner is Toad.
That was amazing.
Not that Toad. This Toad. Not the one with the voice and the mushroom. We don't talk about
my Smash victory poses. They got to be like Luigi's or something, which are just so odd. I have no idea who got to be in charge of Luigi's victory poses, but they just were like, I'm gonna make him just be weird.
I don't know. Maybe Luigi just feeling, like being odd. He's like, what do I do for my victory? This.
Yeah.
You guys satisfied?
I love it. I'm glad I live in a world where that's his victory pose instead of something else, I guess. Fun trivia about this game real fast is that they did when they were designing the 8 Robot Masters, they did a Robot Master design contest where people could submit their entries. And the kid that submitted Dust Man went on to be the guy that would make One Punch Man, the anime.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah,
Holy
Yusuke
cow!
Murata. Yep. Yes, no, yeah, exactly. Thanks for having me, everybody. It was lovely, it was amazing. You're all lovely and amazing. I'm gonna be hanging out in chat, and I thank you again for the opportunity.